Monkey, Kaiju, Dragon Ball, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews. Hello collectors, Steven here, welcoming you back to part 2 of the Donkey Kong Collection video series. Only 2 parts, so it's not very long, so if you haven't seen the first one, go ahead and check that out. But with this series, we're looking to see what sorts of figures would be best for your 6-inch scale collection, to go with your Nintendo, Figma, SHF, World of Nintendo, whatever you have, and also to, well, go with each other. Today we're taking a look at the Kremlings, which will be relatively easy. Let's take a look to see whether or not these guys are worth adding into your collection. And unfortunately, I can't have Gangplank Galleon bumping here because copyright, so just to pretend that this is what it is. Alright, I'll go ahead and give you the king first, King K. Rool. Very nice figure here. Of note, everything we'll be seeing is going to be Takara vinyls based off of the animated Donkey Kong Country series. So we're going to have different details compared to the games, with an example here being King K. Rool. Having no eye vein, small cape, yellow belly instead of gold. Yeah, there are other minor things here and there, but hey, we got ourselves to 6-inch King K. Rool. Posed nicely like he's getting ready to throw down, this one should look great on any shelf with little to no quality control issues. Moving on over to Clump here, with the 2 that I have, the only real issue, which K. Rool and the Crushes that I have as well, they just maybe weren't treated all that great over the years with paint scuffs and so forth. So otherwise speaking, that's pretty good. Now, talking about Clump in specific, in the animated series, he's yellow and green compared to the more so pink and orange that we're used to for Clump in the games. Or pink and gold, depending on how you look at things. But anyway, Clump is on the shorter side here for figures, which if you play Donkey Kong 64, you know he's ginormous, or in Donkey Kong Country, slightly bigger than DK, but still, the figure is good. The details are awesome, and though not accurate, I'm still a fan of this one. Do take note, yeah, maybe the paint could be a little tightened up here and there, but we're going to talk about price in just a minute. Now, Crusher. I'm going to bring up a point here that I haven't really addressed, maybe 1 or 2 others, and it's going to be true for all of them. Keep in mind the original tagged price. They all actually came with hang tags I unfortunately do not have. They were all about 900 Japanese yen, or thereabouts, I think, so don't expect the current market value of $60 to $100 if you really just want to go ahead and buy these outright without doing much digging, to be reflective of the quality of these figures. Additionally, for Crusher, at least in specific, which I loved playing him in Donkey Kong 64 multiplayer, even if I just hooked up 2 controllers and wandered around a bit. Anyway, the interesting thing here is I'm inclined to believe that, again, for Crusher at least, maybe for all 3 of the Kremlings, is they used translucent vinyl. Because on this one, the first Crusher that I got, you can kind of see it looking slightly pale blue, almost a little green, while another one I have is a nice bright blue. This one looks like it's maybe a bit sun-faded, and you can actually see light passing through it a bit. So I'm wondering if that might be the case, but we'll never really know. Now here's a quick showcase of the articulation, where I'll note that Crusher, in terms of looks, is probably the closest to his in-game model. So if that's the one that you want the most, perfect. Clump is small, K. Rool, I guess it depends. Oh, we were talking about articulation? You want me to comment on that? Well, they're vinyl figures, so simple, easy swivels. Not a lot to write home about, except for maybe changing the design and adding another swivel here or there. Now, something else I wanted to touch on before we head on out is that Toy Site made many Donkey Kong figures. As a matter of fact, depending on your age, you may have had some of these growing up. A lot of them we covered in part 1. But they only ever did a prototype of a Kremling, a critter, with a club. It has never been publicly released, just some very lucky collectors happen to have it in their private collection, and most of the pictures that we do have of the critter are going to be from Toy Fair, at least I believe that's what it was, prototype displays. There are other smaller scale figures of Kremlings out there, but that's not what we're talking about here. Now to wrap up part 2, here's a size comparison, the same pictures we saw before with some other fan favorite video game icons. These Donkey Kong figures are great for any video game collector, whether it's going to be Smash oriented, Nintendo themed, classic video games, even if you're just looking to do a one-off thing because hey, you like Donkey Kong but you don't collect action figures, whatever it may be, these are all great for any fan. Alright, well that'll be a wrap on part 2 of the series, or for now, a series finale. Pending other DK figures being released, we'll see what comes next, whether it's going to be a collection-like video like one of these, or individual reviews. All I can say is happy birthday Donkey Kong, and if you're looking for the Takara vinyls of the Kremlings, they are expensive. You may have better luck ordering directly from Japan with a proxy service, checking Yahoo Japan auctions, or even the Japanese version of Mercari, but don't give up. These will look great. Now, something I did want to ask, I've done both of these videos in a bit of a different style for STR, so if you're a longtime viewer, please drop in the comments your thoughts. I'd like to know your opinion on this style of video. Take it away to the outro. Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for STR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand-selected for you, so if you want to watch another STR video, I hand-selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.